Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in again. I know it's been a while since I've had another video out. It's that time of year, just been ungodly busy. Moving into a new shop, got some new CNC equipment, so that's very exciting. I did finally was able to maiden the F-14, lovely bird, and do some testing on the landing gear. Reinforcement plates that Rich Baker from RC Informer and I are doing together. I fly off grass, and while it took off okay on grass, I just wanted more power. It feels lethargic in the air, having to use a lot more throttle to get the plane to settle in. Now, I know this is probably the heaviest, or maybe the second heaviest of the free wing planes. Most of the A-10 would be this only real competitor in the weight category. So, from a stock configuration, I just said, you know what, let's go balls to the wall. I got two Inrunners, the 36, 58s, 1875, and these things are just awesome. I'm just doing a static bench test. I've got some footage as far as stock versus upgrade. Stock comes in at right around 7 pounds, 5 ounces for two 80 millimeters, which I know static versus dynamic, but this is just a baseline test. So I can hear everybody get their pitchforks and sharpen their axes now. Just bear with me, because these new Inrunners are just shit. They are awesome. So let's get to installing it on the plane, and let's do our final testing and see what our thrust ends up being. I'm hoping to be closer to 13 pounds, because that's about what my plane weighs, so that'd be a great 1-to-1. I'll settle for 10. That's really my goal, but my ultimate goal is 13. So let's get at it. So now we'll power up. First run, stock ESC, stock EDFs. Number, almost 8 pounds. One more time. In front here. Power up. Time we were at 7. One more time for good measure. So while doing the testing, I realized I made a critical error in my assessment. The stock configuration test was done with fully charged batteries, and when I went to test the Inrunners, my batteries were at storage level, 3.75, 3.8 volts. And as you can imagine, this produced less thrust than anticipated. However, I still managed to get 8 pounds and 2 to 3 ounces, which is considerable more than the 7 pounds I was getting originally. That's around a 15 to 18% increase. So with fully charged batteries, I was back at it, and here are my findings. Ready? So there we have it. There's the numbers and the testing. Now, I know that talking about my test setup for a little bit here, the planes are rolling on smooth concrete. Yes, I have rolling resistance to the tire, to the concrete, the axles, to the actual bearings and the wheels, the weight of the plane. I know, and I get this. Gravitational pull as well. The way I should have done this is have the plane in a vertical state on a scale, either the scale hanging by the tail or face first on like a weight scale, so then it'll be pushing down with thrust.
I don't have that type of scale, and I wasn't about to go buy one. Now, what I was using measures trigger pull, the weight trigger pull for firearms. I could have done it that way. However, my scale doesn't go higher than 10 pounds. So I would need 13 pounds plus another 10. So that's 23 pounds. And my scale, that would exceed my scale readings. So that's why I did the testing like I did. However, I made sure that through each test, everything is set up exactly the same as it was previously. Therefore, we get good data and we don't skew the data. But this is a 40% increase in thrust. And to say I'm excited would be an understatement. I'm thrilled. I can't wait to get to the field, to fly this bird. Time permitting, I hope to be able out in the field in about 2 weeks. A friend of mine, Brenden, I'll have a link to his YouTube channel below. He and I have both kind of been collaborating on this for a little bit here. He's getting the FMS bands while I was just using the inrunners from Motion. I just wanted something I could just plug and play and just go. Now I did have to use the A10 ESCs because I need a 100 amp ESC versus an 80 because of the more draw. Yes, the Inrunners way more than the stock configuration and way more than the FMS. However, people use bigger batteries, and I say people use bigger batteries, but they're mostly flying off pavement. So you take a weight penalty, but weighing the stock configuration fans with ESCs to the A10 ESCs with the Inrunners, it's only a 50 gram difference. So when you compare that to the weight difference of two 5000s versus two 58, 60, 65s, that's more of a jump in terms of battery weight when you have those two batteries of that nature. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you're just as thrilled as I am. I can't wait to get out there and again see what this plane can do now. It took off fine in the stock configuration, yes, but again, it felt lethargic. I was honestly afraid to go inverted or to do any type of loops, just because I didn't think it could have the power, the oomph to do that. So thank you guys. You guys have a good one, and I hope to see you at the field.